So joining me with me in the Doghouse today, we've got once again Marseille band, Will, Joe, and Sam. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it wasn't so long actually since we chatted. I think just after Christmas, and the show went out, and we had a really good response from our audience. So it's great that you've come in. We're gonna be showing some tracks as well. 3 new tracks, exclusive for the Doghouse, which is absolutely fantastic. Thanks for doing that. Filmed during lockdown from your own homes. We spoke at Christmas, but we didn't really speak in depth about how you guys sort of formed and what you're doing before form, because you know a couple of you lads are only you're all young. Don't get me wrong. I think Sam, are you 19? Just
I'm 18. I was 18 in December.
I turned 16 about 2 weeks ago.
There you go. So 15, 16, 18. Brilliant. So young, and it's a brand new band as well. So before you guys formed during lockdown, so before lockdown, what were you guys doing? We'll start with Sam first.
Before lockdown, before we started Marseille, I was, I still am in a metal-orientated band called the Lost Boys. Mainly playing metal covers and working on originals now, but that's what sort of thing I was doing like every week, playing gigs in pubs.
Fantastic.
And that sort of thing, and then moved on to producing a couple years back. I started getting into recording and engineering for bands and running or trying to start up a studio, and that's kind of how I first got introduced to Will, because he was looking to get the original tracks recorded by himself without a band originally.
Brilliant. So Will, what were you up to other than study?
I was up to all sorts really. I was in a band, as you know, before with Joe, and that's obviously how me and Joe became great friends, which was on the cusp of going somewhere. We were going to record an EP and everything, and then it just collapsed just before, I guess, arguments about gigs and stuff. So I was trying to make it on my own, just playing various open mics around Derby, and I met Sam at literally my first open mic that I ever did, and I didn't even want to do it. So I guess something's fate, because I met Sam there. So me and Sam got talking and said, "Oh, do you want to record your stuff up at the studio? We've got a studio opening up soon." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, that sounds great." So that's how me and Sam met, and then I brought Joe on board. So that's how we're here today.
Brilliant. So Joe, are you guys at school together? How did you meet?
Well, I met Will at school, and we used to walk home together. And we just used to listen to music, and we had the same taste in music, the Sabian and Grillers. Instead, he was in a band which I didn't know of. And I said, "Oh yeah, I play guitar." And Will asked me, he said, "Do you want to sit in on one of the festivals?" I said, "Yeah, sure, it'd be cool. See what it's like to be in a band." And he said he needed a bass player. And because I said I play guitar, he said, "Do you want to try bass?" And I just said, "Yeah." From that moment on, I became a bass player. I bought a bass and everything. And then Concrete Sky just went on its own journey. But when that split up, which was before lockdown, I was just playing, trying to come up with songs because I didn't know what to do. Whether to write songs with you, rewrite songs with us. So I was just playing about on my guitar, just trying to expand my music taste and see what happened. And then led to this Marseille, which is wonderful.
Brilliant. Okay, so what we'll do right at the start of the show, we'll listen to a track recorded during lockdown, exclusive for Doghouse live stream. Thanks again for that, guys. This track's called My Way. Is there a story behind it? What's it about?
You know what? We were just like sitting in the studio like that October, and we were just messing about. And I think Sam went for his tea or something, and me and Joe were just sat in the studio. He went on drums, Joe did, and I was just messing around on an acoustic guitar. So he plumbed it in, and I just started playing these fast-paced chords, and Joe just caught on, and we were like, "Actually, that sounds really cool." So Sam came in and heard it, and he was like, "That sounds really good. You got to record that." And then Joe went on bass, Sam went on drums, and there you go. The song was made. So that was the demo, and we all played along to that. That's how we made
Quick process.
That's true.
Fantastic.
What's cool about these tracks is that all of them, because they're all based off demos, because we've been in lockdown or whatever. But all these demos were done on the same day. We went up there in October when we were allowed out. I think it was October.
Yeah.
Whenever we were allowed to meet up, and we went and did an album in a day. We wrote and recorded an album in a day, just for ideas, and we came across so many great songs.
Brilliant. Let's check this track out then. This is Marseille and My Way.
But I don't mind. Can you feel the motion? We're in the alleys pushing. And I don't think I'm coming round today. 'Cause I need to be free. Nothing's gotta change if I can't have it my way. And I want to be free. Nothing's gotta change if I can't have it my way. Wanna take you somewhere nice. Wanna take you to the other side. Wanna take you somewhere special, but I don't mind. Wanna take you somewhere nice. I wanna take you to the other side. Wanna take you somewhere special, but I don't mind. Can you feel the motion? We're in the alleys pushing. And I don't think I'm coming round today. 'Cause I need to be free. Nothing's gotta change if I can't have it my way. And I want to be free. Nothing's gotta change if I can't have it my way. My way. My way.
So that was My Way by Marseille. Cracking track, lads. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. It's our pleasure showing it to people.
And that was written. Was the album written while Sam was on his lunch break? Then is that is the best way of writing when he's not around?
No, Sam's more important than what you think, I think.
And yeah, brilliant. And
It's not useless. I can say that.
absolutely. So, who writes the songs, the lyrics?
It's often me. I write the lyrics, but because it was an album in a day, the lyrics then were improvised. But because I've had nothing to do in lockdown, I suppose I wrote them all down. I'm trying to evolve my lyrics a bit more because when I improvise, I found that I say time quite a lot. I say that quite a lot. So I'm trying to shift away from using the word time. Yeah. I don't know whether it says it in that song. I hope it doesn't. I don't think it does.
I'd say with songwriting as a whole, I think it's how it's most times goes. But one of us comes in with an idea, and we hear it. It's like, okay, we work around that, all adding our own little inputs and influences in terms of how the implementation goes, and then it builds up and tends to do great things, in my opinion. And then it flows nicely. There's no tension, and they're just open, works great, and then the songs just do their own thing.
It's absolutely fantastic, the fact that you kind of gelled during lockdown, obviously virtually, and songwriting, and you were able to get together and put these tracks down. In addition to that, I know you've been doing, I've seen it online, so Joe and Will, sort of open mics, virtual. How you getting on with those, lads? I see some of your sets are quite extensive, I have to say.
I think, well, I never used to do open mics, especially before lockdown, and then Will just asked me to do them one day. And ever since then, I enjoyed doing them, because then I found out my voice was better than what I thought, not in any sort of arrogant way, but I just tried to see what it would become. And then when we're doing the virtual ones, all I try and do is pick a good set of songs that you wouldn't typically play at an open mic, and just sort of try and make them my own. But they're going well, I think. Just trying to get out there a bit more. Yeah.
How about you, Will?
I've just tried to carry on the scene that I was doing before. You know, when I was solo, I just thought everyone's going to forget about me. I only went on the scene, so I didn't want that to happen really. So I just kept doing them to keep my name out there, and you know, just supporting all these artists that have helped me when I was first getting on the scene, just being really supportive. So I just kept doing them and carried it on, and now I really use them to try and get Marseille out and just see all the other acts, because you know, you just need something to entertain yourself sometimes, don't you?
You do. I know it's a little bit more difficult for drummers. Even though honestly, Sam, I would watch one. Some kind of rock drum clinic or something like that. It'd be absolutely fantastic.
I would.
I would.
Yeah, I would as well.
I could actually do a playthrough of Marseille tracks or something similar, or cover tracks, and I play drums along to that. It's a bit harder to set up than plugging in an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, it is. Just back to the streams, though. Some of the feedback you're getting is absolutely fantastic. You say, obviously, the Derby music scene, you mentioned, Will, there, that you know you want to support that, and that's brilliant. I think we've got a great community within Derby of musicians that really, really support each other. Yeah. And you guys are all kind of, you've been introduced to that, and you're a big part of the scene at the minute, especially during lockdown, and it's really refreshing to see. New sort of talent, songwriters, performers coming into the city and the area. It's great to watch. So keep that up. Hopefully not for too long. Hopefully you get out and you can. Have you guys played in a sort of pub yet? Apart from Sam.
Yeah, we've.
Yeah, go on. Oh, go on. Basically, we did the Blacksmiths because I got in touch with Dorotheella, and I was originally going to do it solo. I was thinking, actually, could we get a band in? And she said, it depends how many you are. It's just said, if you can't go over 3. And I was like, oh, you're in luck. There's only 3 of us. So we just rocked up and just played all the songs like more stripped back and acoustically. And it worked out pretty well. Like, crowd interaction was there and everything. That was a fun gig because it's the first gig we played in like months. So
Brilliant. Well, hopefully after lockdown. Sorry, Joe. Talking all
It was just nice to play the songs again, but live to a wider range of people. It's good. I think it's good, the amount of opportunities you have in Derby to get your music out there, especially during the time for this.
Yeah, it is great, and it's when you guys do a gig, I'll definitely be there in Derby. Absolutely, 100%.
VIP tickets.
There you go. Remember me. No, but
Backstage with Kirkers.
It's Sam will tell you. It's great feeling, and all musicians I think will play a gig to a man and a dog. But there'll be a good crowd in other venues as well. So it's a bit of a mix, but it's kind of a learning process and a journey that you're about to embark on, I think, and it's great fun.
I can't wait to show the lads. Obviously, they've played gigs before and smaller shows, but you only come across it every now and then. But the feeling you get from playing a gig to a packed out room where everyone's singing along and dancing is the best feeling ever. And I haven't had it for well over a year now. But it's awesome, and I can't wait to share it with the lads.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. And everybody's missing that. Fans of live music, fans of music, we're all itching to get out and see some live music. So I'm sure, when we get back on it, I'll be buzzing. You know, might little bit of a ramp up, I think, but we'll get back to where we were, if not better, I think. Fingers crossed. Right, we're going to play another track, exclusively recorded by Marseille. The lads here today for the Doghouse. We're honoured. Thank you for that. This track, well, what's it about first? Who's going to tell me this time? Joe, have we got anything on the second track?
Well, a lot of these sort of songs, well, they were the more new ones we've been working on. So I don't know really, but they've just sort of evolved. Just like, I think because a lot of these ones came from the 10 songs in a day thing, and it just a lot of them happened so quickly. So I don't know if there's that much to say from my part, because a lot of them just happened too quickly and just sort of wrote themselves.
There is a meaning to this song. The lyrics do mean something. It's like this is one of the few that actually do mean something, because it's about a man who's too famous and he's not liking it. So that's why the lyric "Take my money, take my fame, because I don't want to feel the same." It's about someone who's famous and doesn't want to be famous. They just want to be normal again. That's basically what the words are about. So I enjoy it.
Okay, we'll check it out. This is "Might As Well Be Mine" by Marseille.
Town where I was born, 'cause I can't remember where I came from, and I remember the day you drove away, 'cause I thought that I persuaded you to stay, 'cause I need you now. I'm falling out the sky, I'm losing my mind. I need you now. You're changing my mind to pass the time. I'll take me now, 'cause you might as well be mine, might as well be mine tonight. 'Cause I need someone to take me back, to take my money, take my fame, 'cause I don't wanna feel the same. Take my money, take my fame, 'cause you might as well be mine, might as well be mine tonight. Said you might as well be mine, might as well be mine tonight. Drove away, 'cause I thought that I persuaded you to stay, and everything you say seems just so wrong, and I'll try to get to you, but it's so long, 'cause I need you now. I'm floating up the sky, I'm losing my mind. I need you now. You're taking your time to pass the time. I'll take me now, 'cause you might as well be mine, might as well be mine tonight. Might as well be mine, might as well be mine tonight. So I need someone to take
So we've spoke about lockdown before lockdown. So coming out of that, when we get out of this situation we're in currently at the moment, hopefully everybody will be better for it. We'll all be safe, vaccinated or immune to COVID, which would be absolutely brilliant. What are you going to do? So I guess you guys have kind of got to get the rest of the band together.
Yeah. We're just gonna assemble a band, don't we? We're just gonna like put a poster on, like no metalheads or something. Just exception of Sam. The exception of Sam. That's it.
So what would the advert kind of? You just half wrote it, to be honest. But what would it kind of read? Let's have something from each one of you. That'd be quite funny. So you put in an ad in the music shop in Folds in Derby. So on the bottom of the, I don't know if it's still upstairs, but anyway, where everyone can see it, and it's advertising a position within your band, bass guitar. So what will it say? Go on, Will, you go first.
Don't be a knob and be funny. That's it.
keep it clean. I don't want to be bleeping you out. No, that's all right. That just about, it's just under that threshold, I think, for a 5 p.m. show. Sam's laughing. Let's go to Joe.
Lovely.
There you go.
Peace and love.
Feel the love. They want to feel the love.
Be like me.
Be like me. Go on then, Sam. Over to you, mate.
Well, they've got to be chilled and have tasty bass licks.
Wait, we've not even mentioned anything about music. They could just be like some reggae bass player, and we've just got that. They could just be playing reggae music in an indie.
So they've got to be chilled.
They've got to be funny.
They've got to be funny. They've got to show the love, and they can't be a knob.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
So if and you play bass, silky bass lines and stuff. So if you're one of those people, tap the band up. Where will they find you? What? Yeah, Marseille Band on Facebook.
Yeah, that's us on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'll probably mention we want to keep it quite young, so probably no one over just over a certain age.
So I'm out
Got to
then.
keep it young. Yes. Sorry, Kirkers. You're out.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to set? 19, 20.
Yeah, probably 20.
Yeah, ideally with a van. Big van for the gear.
I've got my test in April.
Oh, there we go then. Ready to roll.
Ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I just feel like if you got someone who's too old, it could ruin the dynamics. Because, millennials, what's up with them? Gen Z's where it's at.
Brilliant. So that's the band sorted. Any other positions within the band, or is that it for now?
I suppose that's it for now.
One
I
step
think
at a time.
We'll look into a rhythm guitarist probably much further into the future, I reckon.
Awesome. So as we've got the band, you're already recording as a 3-piece, which is fantastic. What about getting something out into the public domain? So what about releases? You got anything planned?
Yeah, I'll let Sam talk about this one because he probably knows a bit more about me. He's probably heard the track thousands of times. But he's fed up with my voice by now.
Again.
Yeah, he's probably fed up with my voice by now.
Oh, I've heard the track 100 times. Well, 1,000 times, but I still love it. The track that we're looking at releasing within the next month is World's Gone Mad, which is one of our personal favourites. It's actually the first track that we ever went into the studio to do. It was originally we went in and we did a demo, just me and Will, before Joe was heavily involved with the band, and he just had this song that he'd written. Well, you guys have heard that if you're a fan of the Doghouse Show, you've heard a live version of the track. But we recorded the whole song in 5 hours because there was a deadline, and Will was looking at showing it to a radio show. So yeah. I went in and we did it in a day, and I mixed it millions of times. and it's one of my favourite sounding tracks that I've ever worked on.
I remember after we recorded it, I had football training and I was 5 minutes late, and my footy coach went, "You weren't happy with me. You just made me run the pitch loads."
That's the first rule of adulthood there. Will, never be late. Never be late.
Yeah. It's just yeah. It's just, if we had to record it, we had to get it done. You've got to sometimes sacrifice things for your music.
Prioritise your music, mate.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So,
football's more of an escape now.
So you got something ready to go. So what? Within sort of a couple of months out there.
Yeah,
Within the next month or two, it'll be out on all streaming platforms.
well, the song itself's ready. I think it's just maybe I don't think it needs tweaking that much. I guess all we want to do is just get the right advertising and stuff and make sure it's got enough hype around the song before it goes out, so it's just not a flop. Get on a few radio stations and stuff. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Let's. Well, I've heard the track. Obviously, you did it live on the show, and you kindly shared the audio with me this week. It's absolutely fantastic. So I can't wait to hear that and see it out there. Right, it's almost time to go, which kind of leads into the title of the last track, loosely. Yeah, there you go. You see. So Sam, you can tell us about this track, how it came about, probably within a few minutes or during one of your lunch breaks.
Yeah, I think I remember being around for this one. No, I was. I think originally this song started off in the Breck Studios in Derby when we were first doing rehearsals before we went into the studio. And I was just playing around on the drums and doing some stuff with the toms. And then we just started jamming it out, and Will was like, "That's a banger, I'm going to go write some lyrics to it." And then when we went up to do the demo in a day, that's when we struck gold.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, lads, it's been absolutely awesome. I mean, it's quite soon since we spoke last time, but already so much has kind of... You guys been really busy. Thank you for the session this week. It's the session, isn't it? It's 3 tracks, exclusive to us. So thanks for that. It's absolutely amazing. Wish you all the best for the future. Good luck with the release when it comes. We will, if there's a video promo to it, we'll happily share that on the Doghouse live stream, and we'll get you back and keep tuned in. And I'll be at one of your first gigs, hopefully after lockdown. Look forward to that one. So this track is it's go time, and it is go time for this week. So thank you to Microbrew Radio. Thank you to Paul Caseman's Topical Radio Show as well for featuring our show within his show within the radio station. Check out a little bit more on Microbrew Radio's. They're screening shows at the moment, 5 p.m. most evenings on their Facebook page. The image going forward is Microbrew Radio will become a 24/7 radio station. I believe we're not too far away from that. If you'd like to, we're fundraising actively, but we're not trying to force it down your throats. So if you want to make a donation or share a comment or whatever you want to do, check out the Microbrew Radio Facebook page. Check out the shows there as well. So without going on too much, thank you to Marseille. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Will, Joe and Sam. All the best. Good luck with the single. And we'll see you guys 5 p.m. next week. Take care.
From the left side before you even could walk down that path. I brought you up from the right side before I even thought I should have asked. You followed me round for so long, I guess I really don't know what to do. You followed me round for so long, you're like a piece of dog shit out my shoe. it on my shoe. I don't want it if you don't want it. I don't need it if you don't need it. I don't want it if you don't want it. I don't need it if you don't need it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.